Good morning, folks. We'll be starting in just 1 second. All right, here we go. Let's share my screen and we'll be started right now. All right. Let's get this party started. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's cold today. Maybe I'm just cold, getting old. Good morning, everybody. Let's say hello to everyone here. We've got little George. Good morning, little George. Brendan, Stefan, Ample IQ Johnny, Stefan, Ivano, Arnolfo, Greg, Dave, John, Daniel, Steve, Yuri, Robert, Kevin, Richie, Dragon Dawn, Bob, Jody, Mind, Sherman, T. Krish, Vernon, Devin, Cheese Gray Trader. Good morning, Lloyd, George, Tom, Bernie the Bear, Stacy, Forrest. Forrest is here. Frex, Flying Ronan, Javad, Deanna, Tom, Aaron. I'm seeing some new names here all of a sudden. This is fantastic. Randy, good morning. Lloyd, Don, Scott, Kevin, Harriam, Scott, Jesse, Ray, Jeff. Good morning, Jeff. Rob, Stan, Wesley, Minnesota. Matt, good morning to you. Walter, Sin. We got Matt. We got Wade. We got Krish, Colette. We got Rick. We got Brian. We have Hopiumatic. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We got Illinois Grain Farmer, Richard, Nathan, James, Charlie, T. Krish, Cam. Good morning, Cam. Sylvia, Ivan, CJ. We got Ronnie. We got Kirk. We got Moondog, Next Gen. We got Peter, Richard, Gregory. Eagle Beagle is in the house. Rock is here. Henry, Bill, Mary, Keith. Good morning, Archie, Michael, Jill, Genevieve, Jim, Ralph, Michael. Charlie, Alpha Diaz, Mr. Koopa, Robert, Ed, CJ. We got Brian, Richard, Bull Rider, Dave. We got James. We got Danny. Good morning, Danny. Sorry about that. Andrew, Kirk, Ronnie, Next Gen. We got Bonnie. Junior is in the house. How you doing, Junior? Mitch. Good morning, Don. Good morning, everybody. CDW. Seeing a lot of new faces here, a lot of new people and a lot of new faces. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know, we started promoting this channel a couple of weeks ago. We had 22,000 members. Now we have 41,900 members. It takes about 90 days for people to really get acclimated to my shenanigans. But for anybody that's new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I promise you, if you give me an hour, I will give you the best market analysis this side of Wall Street. Frank, good morning to you. Raj, Stefan, Tucker, good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome. Let me go ahead and turn on my TC 2000 so that I could at least see what the market's doing before the jobless claims comes out. And I do have a lot of new information to share with you today. Please make sure you're subscribed to the Telegram channel. I'm going to post the link in just a few seconds, actually. Here's my SPY. Here's my overnight levels. Okay. All right. I'm looking at the SPY. I'm looking at the overnight levels. Let's see. SMH. Whew, look at SMH all night long. Not good. Not good. Okay. All right. Let's begin. Michael, good morning. Shemens, Jack, Carlos. Getting hot in LA. You know, my wife is in San Francisco, Carlos. She's coming back tomorrow night. She says it's 83 degrees there. It's 50 here, and it's 83 degrees in San Francisco. Go figure, right? Good morning, my trades. Good morning, Mike, William, Michael, Shemens, Jack. Bob, I think, is out today. I think he's helping his dad with something. And Bob Elmore, and I think he is out today. He sent me a little note saying he won't be here today. He's okay. He's just not. He's just doing some stuff for his family. Good morning, Sandy. Richard, Sandy. I'll respond back to you. I saw your email late last night. The kitties are so pretty. Duff, Rihanna, Sandy got herself a couple of Scottish folds. Vold and Tick, is it? I'll look at the names in a minute, but very, very cute cats. I'll post a picture later today, actually, Sandy, if you don't mind. They're precious. Whew, heading to 100. Wow. Good morning, Penny. Good morning, Ladorsky. Good morning. All right, folks, before we begin, real quick, here is my Zoom link where today I'll be talking about how to trade earnings, how to put spreads together, and how to use seasonality, combining seasonality with technical analysis. It's going to be a really fun session. Here is the Telegram channel where I'm about to start posting some really juicy stuff that you guys will really want to have as a guide going forward for the day. And here is Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. If you guys have any questions, Vixen Volt, that's it, Vixen Volt. Thank you. Very cute, very, very cute. And if you want to reach our customer service number, here it is as well. All right, there's all the information for you guys. Now let's begin. I have a lot to talk about today, and I have to get to work on time. Otherwise, I'll be upset. The Nasdaq is down over 100 points. That's beyond random. As most of you know, Micron came out with beautiful, beautiful, beautiful numbers yesterday. Great projections. And what did Wall Street do? What did Wall Street do? This is what Wall Street did. From 465 to 430. Folks, don't trade earnings the regular way. You will get screwed every time. Not only do you have to get the projection right, but you got to get the move right. Micron came out with beautiful numbers, great forward-looking projections. But what did Wall Street do? Knock them down. So when you're trading earnings, you've got to overcome implied volatility that's priced into the stock. You got to overcome the actual news. You don't know what the news will be. And 3, you have to overcome the reaction. You've got 3 things going against you. Do you guys understand why I do time spreads? I'll talk about time spreads today in the VIP room a lot. Okay, so the moral of the story, is, yeah, Clyde is awesome. Thank you, Sandy, and so is Mia. Good morning, Karen the Shark. Kai, good morning. Kathleen, good morning. Jerry, good morning. Ample IQ, Johnny, James, Eagle Beagle, Magic, Hans is here. Cheryl, a lot of new people are here. I love that. So again, you got to get 3 things right. Why not just trade time spreads and take advantage of all the folks who have to get those 3 things right? Because usually they don't. Okay? All right. So we'll talk about all that later. But NASDAQ is not, Dow actually, blue chips are not doing too bad. 100 points on the Dow is not that much. Good morning, Roddy. Good to see you. Always good to see you. High Grounder, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Raj. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you for doing Bob's job. Appreciate that. So the market is not looking great, but wait, don't judge a book by its cover. Wait till I'm done. Jobless claims today. I'm going to make a guess, an educated guess. Does anybody want to guess where the number's going to be? Does anybody, good morning, Arnulfo. Good morning, Kurt. Does anybody want to guess where the number's going to be? I'm going to guess it's going to be in the low 200,000s like it's been in the last 8 years. Good morning, Scampy. A lot of people coming in this morning. Good morning. Good morning and welcome. Got a lot of people here. So again, let's get the average is at 212. I'm gonna make an educated guess that the number's going to be in the low 200,000s. Exactly. Low 200,000s. Oh, next gen is Mike is frisky 240. Anywhere 220, 225, 210. Look, people say VIX is broken. I think this thing is broken. Okay, I'm not kidding either, because this thing is just been in the low 200,000s for as far back as I can remember. Okay, I don't use this report, and it doesn't really move the market very much unless the number is in the 280s. How many times has it been above the low 200,000s? Maybe twice in the last 8 years, maybe 3 times, maybe 4. Right? Remember, it's a weekly number. Okay. We have manufacturing coming in at 8:30. That, I think this will actually have bigger impact because manufacturing is really important right now. And then we have delayed new home sales at 10 o'clock. As far as bond auctions, you don't have anything really meaningful today beyond that. Of course, you have, the war and Trump speaking intermittently. So we don't know what's going to happen there. By the way, chip stocks are seeing some nice movement to the upside right now with some volume, actually. So just FYI, let's remember, we don't know where the market's going to open. Bond market is going down. Inflationary. This is inflationary. And as you might or may not remember, but I said, I think we're going to revert back to this area right here. We huff, we puff, and we go down. When you look long term, look at this over a year. You see how we go up and then we revert back to the downtrend? Well, we're back in this downtrend pretty much. If we break this level, this 85 level, we are back in this downtrend that I drew for you months and months ago. Just when we thought we were going back up, the war hits. Look at that. We were moving right in the right direction. We were really doing well. And then you could see right here, we're doing really well. And then the war hits. This is all war right here, folks. Okay. All worth. Thank you. And folks, thank you, Carlos. Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot. Folks, if you're coming in here right now, please make sure you're not on auto. Auto will set you back. Make sure you're on 1080p. Google is sneaky. Good morning, Al. Google is very sneaky. Make sure you're at 1080p. You'll be able to see things in better clarity. And if you don't mind, give us one thumbs up and join our channel if you haven't done so. You'll be notified the minute we post new videos, and the thumbs up tell Google that you like us, basically, that we're not, trying to pull a fast one on you. I don't know. I stopped being a tech guy 12 years ago. I've got other people who are better than me at it. Gold market. Gold is breaking down. Now, folks, remember I mentioned this to you, and I told you once we break this level, if we traverse right here, I was very critical about the 4,800 level. Once you break the 4,800 level, we have no support here. Now, there's a good chance we'll find a bounce here. I'm going to tell you this again. There's a good chance we'll find a bounce here. But I'm going to tell you this, and I've told you this since day one. The trajectory for gold is actually right here, and you could see it. Look, you could see it right here. Look, here. I'll show you. Look, you see. Look at this line. Follow this line. Follow this line, follow this line, follow this line, follow this line, follow this line. See where it takes you? See where the trajectory takes you naturally? This is an elevated trend line. This is based on gold is hot, gold is hot, gold is hot, gold is hot. It's not hot anymore. So this is actually the trajectory that gold should be on. Hence, if we moved all the way down here, it'll only be, I hate to say I told you so moment, because this is the right trajectory for gold. Not this. This is an elevated trajectory for gold. So we'll probably see a bounce here, but more likely than not, gold will end up coming down here and then continuing its ascent from this level right here. And if anybody tells me right now that this is the first time I'm telling you this, then I'm just going to kick you out of here, because I've been saying this for a long, long time. I've been saying this since gold started coming up here. That this is, and for silver here, I drew it for silver too. I don't really follow silver, but you could see it right here. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, William. You could see it for silver right here. I drew it for you a long time ago. Here's the natural trajectory for silver right here. Trajectory right here. See this? See how it's gently moving up this trend line right here? It all points to the 200-day moving average. Oh, by the way, silver already broke the 100-day moving average. Silver already broke the 100-day moving average. Okay. And so I'm expecting gold to start breaking down further. But again, here's my trajectory. You may huff, we may puff, we may go a little sideways here, but we're gonna have to wait here. Crude oil. Folks, I know there's a lot of negative news right now. But crude oil, and here's USO in real time. I just came off my screen. Here's USO in real time. We have not broken this trajectory yet. We have not broken this trajectory yet. We have not. If we break this trajectory, things will get worse. If we don't break this trajectory today, if we go lower, things are actually getting a little better, not worse. Now, how much better are they getting? Not much better between you and me. I mean, I'm trying to be optimistic here, but we're still up here. We need to drop down. That has not happened yet. I like this, but I don't like this. What we don't want to do is we don't want to go on USO above 124.5. Okay. Now, looking at crude oil, look at crude oil. Crude oil has not broken this area yet. That's very, very important. Okay. We have not broken this area yet. The longer we could stay here without breaking it, the more odds are that the war is going to come to an end and crude oil will finally break here. For this war to be considered over, we have to get up below 77 on crude oil. We haven't got below that yet. I'm going to post this again for you. Here. Got a lot of good stuff for you guys today. I'm just getting started. I have a lot of really good stuff for you guys today. I spent about an hour. My wife's not here. She left me. She and my daughter went to San Francisco. They wanted me to come with them, but I had other things going on here, like you guys, so I couldn't go. Haven't been there in a while. Kind of miss San Francisco. Food is really good, but crude oil, in light of all the crazy news last 24 hours, has not broken above the high. Not yet, at least. Okay. For the war to be over, crude needs to trade below, what's that level? 77. Or if not over, assimilated within market price. Now, I just posted this for you on your Telegram channel. Here's the links, folks. Here's the Zoom room for noon session today. Hey, Linda, good morning. Yeah, I could have done that, but I would have to get up at 4 in the morning, and I want to have a good time if I'm there. I want to walk around, and I can't do that right now with this market. This is not the market to leave you guys to your own devices. I'm too responsible for that. And here's Customer Service Live. I just posted a link. So yeah, I could have, but you know what? You guys are really important to me. This is really important. I mean, I could trade from anywhere, but I could trade from the moon. But I don't want to. I know that's where they went yesterday, Carlos. But I can't leave you guys to your own devices. You guys are going to start complaining. So crude oil has not broken higher. I try, Jill. I really do try. And I don't just say that. I really do try. Gets probably by one of the saffron growing flies. Yeah, my daughter's scared of walking on the streets of San Francisco. It's kind of funny. It's not. I mean, it's not funny. It's kind of unfortunate. But my daughter Rachel, she's 12 and she grew up pretty sheltered on the streets of Ponte Vedra Beach here, where there's like no homeless people at all. So when she sees homeless people, I grew up in LA. Like for me, homeless people are like they could be sitting next to me and I'll be having dinner and I won't even notice them. But my daughter, she's not used to seeing homeless people. So she gets really like the 12-year-old, she gets really like, it bothers her a lot. Um, Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyways, let's begin. So let's continue. So crude oil, nothing yet. And I don't like the fact that we're here, but at the same time, we're not breaking higher. Oh, my pleasure, Robert. My pleasure. Bitcoin. This is what me and Richie were talking about yesterday. Remember I said Bitcoin has to get on this side? The fact that we haven't gone through all of this. I told you that there was 3 levels here. The odds are we're going to revert back down. I drew a little cross here and posted it for you on Telegram and said don't jump into crude oil, into Bitcoin just yet. This is all yesterday, by the way, here, in case you missed it here. And I'm trying to keep you guys notified every step of the way. Where is it? Oh, I don't even remember. Anyways, we're not here, and it looks like we're reverting back down. And I told you guys, be very, very, very careful here because this looks like a consolidation, and I need this. I need crude oil at least to be trading right here. I even drew an X for you yesterday, where X marks the spot. Must keep shoes safe. Wow. Got one penny poop map. Oh my goodness. We really appreciate it. You're welcome, Charlie. You're welcome. This is the first time I hear about the poop map. I've never heard about the poop. I've never heard about this poop map before. You're gonna have to tell me more about this, guys. This is the first I hear about the poop map. Wow, the poop map. What is that? All right, let's continue. That's the first I hear about the poop map. Good morning, Daryl. Hey, Shamens. That's funny. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Sorry, poop map. All right, China. China is not doing us any favors. We're coming back down. Sorry, poop map. Uh, we're coming back down into this channel. It's not the V never recovered or anything like. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. U.S. dollar is not going higher, which is not inflationary. That's a really positive thing. Ampolite website that tracks poop locations. Huh. Oh my God. Did any of your indicators find stocks that moved $50 yesterday? No, Eddie. None of my indicators found stocks that moved 50. Not that I'm aware of. Trader Momo's San Francisco demise was in 2001 with the administration change. It's a sewer now. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. That's disgusting. Sorry. Maybe I won't tell my wife about that, you know. Anyway, folks, with all of this, so there are some positive signs. Let's focus on this. Yeah, I'm not going to exactly. I'm not telling Rachel about that. I'm not telling Rachel about that. I'm not going to tell my family about that. All right, please, let's focus on this. I don't know how we got on the poop map, but let's focus on this. So there's two positive. I'm going to post this for you on Telegram. I've been a prolific poster the last couple of weeks because of this war. Here, U.S. dollar has not gone higher, which is deflationary here. Also, USD has not broken higher, which is helping crude stay flat. If crude and USD break higher, that's inflationary. If they don't, it's deflationary, which is what we want to see. Deflationary. Now, I'm not just writing this for my own health. I'm actually writing this and posting this for you on the Telegram channel. Hey, Carla, good morning. We're talking about poop maps of San Francisco. 11 years was such a beautiful place. Oh, I remember Sausalito. I told my wife a long time ago when we lived there, I said I was actually thinking of moving to Sausalito back in the early 2000s. It was so beautiful. We found it by accident. And we loved Sausalito. What a beautiful place. San Francisco used to be just the most beautiful, beautiful place. So the takeaway from this section of the portion of this broadcast, it's almost 8:30, folks, is U.S. dollar is not going higher. And crude oil, even though all this craziness happened, it has not broken the high in the last 5 days. Okay? Yeah, Sausalito, amazing place. Amazing. They have a good sushi place there that we used to go to too. Okay. Catalysts. We have a lot of catalysts today. Who wants to start hot and heavy? Who wants to start hot and heavy? Those were the days, John, 1982. That's the first time I've ever been to San Francisco. My parents took me there. I went to McDonald's, got tomato soup, spilled it all over my jeans. My parents were so pissed off. I'll never forget it. Yeah, the marina to Sam's every Sunday, brutal, right? Yeah, but San Francisco, what a beautiful, 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 used to be a beautiful place. All right. I got all right, Minnesota Matt is coming in heavy. Chips, yes. Infotech, yes. Consumer discretionary, Japan for sure. We got, I got Infotech. I got consumer discretionary. Crude oil, definitely. Basic materials. Seems like we're all pretty much aligned. Chips, infotech, consumer discretionary, basic material, crude oil, obviously. Fed data, Japan and Europe. Yep, 100%. I'll let her know. But yeah, they're coming back tomorrow night. They're coming back. They're leaving tomorrow morning, coming back here tomorrow night. All right, let's get into this. I have a lot to talk about. Guys. Thank you, Carlos. All right. Nasdaq and we're down today. Let's see how we're doing right now. Actually, let's see how we're doing right now. We're just chopping around right now. S&P actually just broke down even more. Look at this. Just broke down. Let's see what the employment report brings, but I'm not liking this at all. But wait till let me finish my report. Thank you, Charlie. Fed, crude, Europe, Japan. Yep, you guys got it. Trump is always a catalyst. Is he talking ample IQ, Johnny? Because he's been kind of just, doing his thing. He hasn't been really saying anything too crazy the last 24 hours, but I don't pay much attention to what he says. I pay attention to what he does. Okay. Oil prices continue to rise amid escalation in the Middle East. Price broke 5% higher as strikes between Iran and Israel critical energy facilities in the region heightened concerns about prolonged impact of the conflict. That's my biggest concern. Iran launched missiles on Qatari site, housing the world's largest export facility, one of the several energy assets Tehran had pledged to target following an Israel attack on the gas field. President Trump said late Wednesday that U.S. was not involved in the attack on Iran's South Pars gas field and added that Israel would hold off on further strikes on the site. Like, look, right now, Israel and us are on the same path. So it doesn't really matter if Israel did it or we did it. It's not like little kids where, oh, he did it, I didn't do it, he did it. No, you both did it. You both are going to get suspended. So he can't play the Israelis did it. No, it's the same. We are Israel. Israel is us right now for the purposes of this war. Let me know if when he's scheduled to speak. Matt usually keeps me posted on that. Okay. Yesterday's session, Amazon fell 2%. Microsoft dropped. Probably going to have to liquidate Google today at the end of the day on the not good. Cryptocurrency stocks sank. Bitcoin fell apart. We talked about that just a minute ago. They tried to hit this level. I was very skeptical they were going to pass this level, and they're coming back down. Expect it to come down to the low end of the range. Okay. Trade Desk has been there's been a lot of news on this company. Trade Desk. Lindell LYB climbed 5%. It was actually on my watch list this morning, but I took it off after I saw that it already gained 5%. PPI was crappy yesterday. Core PPI was crappy yesterday. Federal Reserve left interest rates unchanged. They voted 11-1. I want to know who that one was. To keep federal in range, Micron dissented. Oh, we got a wise guy here. Advocating for a quarter-point rate cut? Really? I think he wants to get in the president's favor because I don't understand why anybody in the current environment with the Fed PPI getting worse and with us going into war, why would they want lower inflation? That makes lower interest. That makes zero. They need to take this guy's trading license away from him. Okay, they really do. Unemployment came in at 205. What? It came in low 200,000s? Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's a miracle. It's never happened before. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? Did I tell you it was going to come in the low 200,000s? It came in the low 200,000s. I mean, wow, what a major surprise. And the bond market is really being impacted by it. Like, not at all. No impact from bonds. Like, look, zero, not even a tick. Because they know it, because it happens every week. Its actual is 205,000. The The 4-week moving average went from 212 to 210. Be still my heart. I'm just so shocked. I'm surprised. How could it have been? How could it be too low 200,000s? Okay, let's move on now. We have a lot to talk about. I told you it was going to be a nothing burger, right? I told you every week. Every week. Oh, there's the bond market. There's our tick right here. Let's see what the SPY is doing. Oh boy, not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Okay, let's continue. I don't know what this guy is thinking. This Moron, he's more like a moron, not a moron. Advocating for a quarter-point rate cut. In the post-meeting statement, policymakers highlighted the uncertainty confronting the economy due to the Middle East. Remember, I was sitting here yesterday, just right here, saying to you guys, remember I was saying to you, he's going to say Middle East, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how long this war is going to last. The implications of developments in the Middle East of the economy are uncertain. And that's the bottom line. The committee is attentive to the risks of both sides. That's it. That's it. That's all he has to say. And that's exactly what he did. Is the war going to last 3 weeks? Is it going to last? You know what I love? I love how Trump is putting pressure on him to lower rates. And meanwhile, he's causing a war. Look, if you want certainty, don't go into a war. When you have a war, you can't have your cake and eat it too, buddy. You can't have a war and lower interest rates. It doesn't work that way. They should have taught you that when you were in Wharton school, buddy. All right. All right. All right. There's no plunges. There's no plunge on the SPY. It's just coming softly down. It's not plunging. All right. Powell stressed that in order to resume cutting rates, officials would need to see further progress on inflation, which is now a problem again, particularly goods inflation that have been lifted by tariffs, which are no longer there. If we don't see progress, then we won't see rate cuts. You see that? No progress, no rate cuts, no soup for you. Okay. He also said that, and I don't understand. This guy Miran knew that he had the PPI number before the report, and he still did this. He knew this was a wrong decision, and he still did it. Not good, not good. Very upset, very upset. Powell said the committee has once again discussed the possibility that the next Fed rate could be a hike, but added the vast majority of participants don't see that as their base case. I don't understand what this moron is doing. I'm going to call him moron from now on, okay? I'm going to change the I to an O and call him moron, okay, instead of a moran. All right? That's funny. That's funny, Trader Momo. All right. 93% chance that the Fed is not going to take any action. Jobless claims came out at 205. I know we're all very shocked. How about manufacturing? How did manufacturing come out? Let's take a look. Survey says, oh, better than expected. That's great. That gives us a nice little boost. Nice little boost. Very nice. By the way, folks, here's the link to the Zoom room at noon, where I'll be talking about the right way to trade earnings. The right way to trade earnings and seasonality. Here's the link to the Telegram channel, where I'm posting a bunch of beautiful pictures right now that some people call Picassos. I think, Carlos, I think you were the first one I think you coined that term, the Picasso. Okay. And here's Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show, every day from 10 to 1 p.m. Manufacturing came in way better than expected. New home sales is going to come in at 10. That's from December. It's pretty delayed. We have ACN, we have FedEx, and DRI. Remember, FedEx is transports. Very important. Okay. Europe is down 1.5%. That's a big move following US falling to its lowest level since late November as renewed spike in oil and gas prompted concerns about the Middle East. Mining, construction, auto stocks, travel stocks led the decline. Pretty much same as USA. China closed lower, tracking broader sell-off. Middle East, Iran launched missiles, blah, blah, blah. Same story. I don't want to read the same thing to you. Reversed gains from prior session as oil price surged, renewed attacks on energy infrastructure. The Nikkei also tracked overnight losses on Wall Street, sparked by hotter than expected PPI and warning expectations of a Fed rate cut. Okay. Oh, nice. You guys, they're going to be talking about how to identify strong A lines. That's great. For that, you get a double. Here's a link for that. Don't miss Customer Service Live. Learning how to trade A lines is a gift. All right, Micron. Earnings were great. Forward-looking statements were great. The stock is down 5%. Why? They'll need to ramp up spending on production to meet surging demand. Folks, that's like the most bullish news in the world. Okay? That's the most bullish news in the world. That's really, really bullish. Okay? That's really, really bullish, not bearish. Okay? One second. Let me post this for my guys. I just want to post this. One second. Just so you guys know, in a regular market, without all of this craziness that's happening, this would be the most bullish news ever. The fact that the company wants to spend more money because they can't keep up with demand, that's like the best thing possible. But here we are. Infrastructure stocks fell because Micron can't keep up with demand, so other companies fell too. Do you see how stupid that is? That's I'm sorry, but that's just retarded. Okay, that's no, I don't want to use the word retarded. That's dumb. It's not retarded. That's not a good word to use. That's dumb. That's just dumb. The companies are down because the company is doing so well that it can't keep up with demand. That's like a supermarket saying, "Hey, our lines are too big. We want to open up another store. We need to borrow money to open up another stores because we we just have too much demand." No, you're not doing well. You're not doing well. That's like the most bullish news ever. Okay, but Wall Street's not happy with it right now. So, folks, today I'm going to. There you go, Beatrice. There you go. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. He was voted by Trump and voted for a rate. Yeah, there you go. A little politics there. Mining stocks fell. U.S. gold 5 below climbed, and Carnival. I'd be cautious about Carnival because those are travel related stocks. They don't usually do well during wars. Okay, now, folks, I beg you, please make sure you're watching at 1080p. I'm about to get into technical analysis. Make sure you're watching at 1080p. And if you don't mind, give us one thumbs up and join our channel. We've got almost twice as many people now here as we had 2 weeks ago, which is fantastic. Yeah, I don't want to use that word. That is dumber than Kramer playing with his trinkets on TV. Yeah, I agree with you. All right. Let's talk brass tacks here. Momentum levels. We have 47% of stocks trading below the 200-day moving average. Bear market. I know I'm going to get 5 emails telling me, quoting me, Warren. I'm telling you right now, when you have less than 50% of stocks trading below the 200-day moving average, you're in a bear market. You could tell me whatever you want, but that's reality. NASDAQ is now at 45%. The Dow is at 50. What about momentum levels? Well, let me show you guys something. I want to show you guys something. This is healthcare. This is about 20-day line going back 10 years, monthly momentum levels on healthcare. How much lower do you guys think we're going to go before we bounce? Okay. How about financial? Let me post this for you. I know you guys love when I post this for you. In the short term, there's not much more downside here. Here, I'm going to post this for you. Short-term momentum levels on healthcare over the last 15 years. We appear to be bottoming out. Okay. How about financial stocks? This is I'm only going back. Let's see. I'm only going back. Let's go back 10 years because it only goes back about 12. Let's just go 15. How about that? Look at where we're at. Look at where we usually bottom out. I think it's important for you to have this. I'm putting this in the Telegram channel for you. Momentum levels on financial stocks appear to be bottoming in the short term. Does Kramer give you this information? No. How about consumer discretionary stocks trading above the 20-day moving average? I'll only go back 15 years. This is where we're at. We've only been below this level twice in the last 15 years. Twice. Consumer discretionary stocks momentum has been in this area twice in the last 12 years. Yeah, I'm going to send him this. Okay. In the last 15 years, not 15, like 12 or 13 years, right here. See that? See that? Twice we've been below this area. Okay? Twice. I posted this for you on Telegram channel. I hope you guys are in the Telegram channel. If you're not, here's the link. Is this helpful to you guys? Is this helpful to you guys? Okay. Let me know if this is helpful to you guys. All right, let's look at put to call ratio. Oh my. Oh my. In the last 9 months, this is the highest level we've been into put to call ratio. Oh my. Put to call ratio is approaching the second highest level in the last 9 months. Tells us that put buyers are getting way ahead of themselves at this point in time. This is bullish. Okay? This is bullish. Bullish, I tell you. Bullish. Bullish. Too many put buyers. Only the second highest level in the last 9 months. Now, don't get carried away. Look 3 years. We've gone higher back in the old days, but in the last few years, we haven't really gone too much above these levels. Okay. Okay. Volatility. Volatility is going up, but volatility hasn't gone above this level or this level. So we obviously need it to come down here. We need volatility to come back into the gray area. Let me here. I'm posting all of this for you. Even though I got to get out of here soon, I'm still posting this for you. Volatility needs to get back into this zone right here. Volatility is spiking, but not above previous high level, which means market is starting to price here. I'll put it in quote. Price in the current level of war we are in. Okay? Here. We need to get back down to the gray area for SPY to rally. I'm posting this for you. All right. Good to see everybody here. We got 711 people here. Very nice. All right, let's look at levels. The SPY's breaking the 200-day moving average. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. I want to see us today get above the 200. Institutions will start liquidating more stocks here. So I'm going to post this for you. I'm sure posting a lot of goodies for you guys. SPY needs to get back above the 200-day line. Okay? All right. QQQ needs to stay here, not break this level. QQQ needs to stay here or break higher. We don't want to see it break the 200. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, if there's one thing you're going to be looking at all day today, it should be this. This is going to be the most important thing today. I'm going to actually let you know this right here. This will be the most important thing today. I posted this right here. Look, this will be the most important thing today here. To keep an eye on. Okay? All right. Remember, it's pre-open, Dave. We haven't opened yet. All right, let's continue. SMH, we broke the 50-day. We don't want to break the 100. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping that we can get back here quickly. And IWM is almost at the 200-day. Not good. None of this is good. The war has not been good to us. Momentum levels. Okay. We have right now 414 stocks making 20-day low. If this number gets into the 500, we're going to be overextended once again. I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. And let me post this for you right now. There is some momentum to the downside. Yesterday, we didn't have very much. Today, we have some. Here. If this number gets into the mid to high 500s, we will be overextended to the downside again, like we were a few days back when it went into 700s intraday. Okay? I'm posting this all for you. Cheryl says, did you know the Dow lost 4,000 points on the week ending? This is from Stock Traders Almanac. I had no idea. RSP, let's take a quick look at RSP, actually. You know, I didn't have it here today, but that's important to look at. Yeah, it's headed to the 200. It's headed to the 200. I'm mostly looking at the SPY, QQQ, SMH, and MAGs. Now, watch this. Look at this. We don't want MAGs breaking this level. Very, very important. We don't want MAGs breaking this level. We want to see MAGs hold on to current level. Okay? Hopefully this is useful to you guys. All right, now let's do the market internal. Let's do overnight levels. I know you guys like when I do overnight levels. I'm going to leave the overnight levels above us right now because they're not really bothering us at all. So let's just leave that alone. Okay. Actually, right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. There's not much below us right here, folks. There's not much below us. There is not much below us here. You've got like this area here below us, okay? There's just not much below us. Okay. And remember something, this is overnight price action. We don't know where we're going to trade when the market opens. Okay. This looks like we may be capitulating soon. SPY overnight levels. Okay. Let's do QQQ levels. Let's see how well they hold. Okay, let me give you these. QQQ overnight levels. All right. All right. We got 736 people now here. Now, SMH. Let's do SMH levels. SMH held on actually. I'm not going to change my levels for SMH. Actually, I am. I am. Gonna do it right there. Yes, I am. That's my change. And one more. Let's see here. No, that's about it. I changed my levels on SMH. That was my change. We don't have a lot of support here, folks. We don't have a lot of support here. Telling you right now, we don't have a lot of support here. SMH levels. Okay. Yeah, market needs some helium. All right. It's not stocks, California Keith. It's the indexes, institutional futures. The stocks are keying off of futures. And let me give you IWM levels. Okay, we got that. But there's institutions that buy and sell stocks overnight, but it's usually in combination of indexes, not individual purchases or sales. Algos, computerized algos. They're looking for weakest, they're looking for weak areas. Russell 2000 levels. And now let's do bond market. Wait, look at bond market. Bond market's going up. This is helpful to the stock market actually right now. And keying off right off of my level. Let's see. Right there. Kind of don't want to mess with this. Yeah, I'm not going to, you know what? I'm not going to mess with this. I'm just going to move this a little lower right here and leave it alone. This looks good. I like these levels. Don't break what doesn't need to be. Don't fix what doesn't need to be fixed. Okay. bond market levels via TLT. Remember, the market doesn't open for another half an hour. We don't know what's going to happen. But right now, SPY is trying to hold on to our lowest support level. Okay, let me give you guys stocks that I'm looking at, and I got to get out of here. I got to scram. Yeah, bonds are good. Jack says waiting for a drop further will create a great long-term buying opportunity since the market is ready to spring up huge once war is done. We don't we don't know that, Jack, because inflation's getting worse. Okay. Stocks to the short side. ARES. This is a stock Richie was actually pointing out to me. I'd wait for this stock to trade right here to 103, 104, but it looks pretty good. CPRT. Nice breakdown. CSGP. Nice breakdown on volume. Very nice. V. Gen. TSCO. FBIN. Nice breakdown. This is home. They do really well when home builders are doing really well. QFin. Look at this trend. That's a nice downtrend. Whirlpool. QDEL. And MMYT. I told you about this stock yesterday, and I told you that it's just the most beautiful looking stock. It really, really does. Okay, folks, now let me give you the long side. SNDK, SanDisk, DK, Dow Chemicals, Net. This is a tech stock. I'm actually kind of surprised that it's doing what it's doing, but that's very nice. Cloudflare, Circle. This is an interesting stock. FSLY. We took a really nice profit on this stock, but I still like it. I got a lot of emails about this stock yesterday. And ATEN. Those are the only stocks on my watch list. Now, folks, if you're just coming in here right now, here's a replay to this show, okay? There's a replay to this show. I'm going to post it on Telegram too. If you missed pre-market must watch, here is the link. Okay? Now, here's the link to the Zoom room for my noon show where I will be talking about seasonality, earnings, time spreads, implied volatility, how to set up a perfect trend and not to buy stocks that are overextended. Okay? It's going to be a really cool session. Here's the Telegram channel where I keep posting stuff all day long. Okay? And here is Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Folks, I got to get out of here. Stefan, I think I just answered your question. I think, okay, here's what I think. I think we have a rubber band, and I think that rubber band is starting to stretch a little bit, and it's starting to show some signs of stress. That rubber band is either going to break, which I don't think it will, or it's going to snap back. These momentum levels are telling me that we're overextended to the downside. Put the call ratio saying this, we're starting, the market is starting to assimilate this war maybe a little bit too much. We need to start coming back. Unless the war is going to continue getting more aggressive, and there's going to be a point in time where it's going to have a threshold, where it's going to be like, okay, we destroyed we're coming to that area. When we do, the market is going to rally and unwind. But momentum levels are telling me that we're getting pretty close to a bounce here. And if this number opens up in 700, this 20-day breakdown, that'll be a confirmation. In a nutshell, I'm looking for a market to bounce in the next couple of days. I'm looking for a good bounce. The market was ready to bounce yesterday, and then we had that bad news at 818 or whatever it was. It wanted to bounce. This market really wants to go higher. I could tell it wants to go higher because you're not seeing that much follow through to the downside of momentum. Let's see if the 200-day holds today on the SPY, and let's see if this number gets higher. And if we start, what you're going to start seeing is bad news and oil starting to come down. Bad news and volatility is going to stop reacting. That's when you know it's priced in. We're getting close. We're getting close. Folks, if you have any questions, here's my email address, roger@rogerscott.com. Please, no customer service questions. Ask me trading questions, okay? I'll see you guys later. Richie, I'll see you in the Telegram channel with everyone else, and I'll see you guys later. I am going to the office. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you very, very much. Thank you.